Have you ever wondered, how do I talk about Jesus with people who don't know him? Many Christians live, work, and interact just within their Christian community, but we're called to much more. But how do we avoid being too aggressive or too passive in helping people find and follow Jesus? How can we be effective in guiding others to him? Intentionality is key. We need to figure out where our conversations are going and how to get there. Where are our conversations going? Our goal in disciple making is to invite them to a Discovery Bible study, an environment where they're reading the Bible with us and discovering who Jesus is for themselves. How do we get there? We develop relationships with unbelievers by having 4 levels of conversation with them that go deeper and deeper into spiritual things and the Bible. The 4 levels of conversation are casual. Casual conversations help you get to know people. Questions like, what are you doing this weekend? Do you have a favorite hobby? Or, how was your holiday time with your family? Meaningful. Meaningful conversations are more significant and vulnerable, like where they are in life, what they're concerned about, and what they're dealing with. Topics like struggles with health, relationships, life direction changes, fears, hopes, and dreams. Spiritual. Spiritual conversations happen as we openly talk about what God is doing in our life, like what God is teaching you about loving others or how he has answered a specific prayer. Discovery. Discovery conversations happen as we retell a story or passage from the Bible that connects God's story with their story. For instance, after your friend shares a personal struggle, you could share a Bible story about someone who had a similar struggle. Prayerfully, after several discovery conversations, they will be drawn to God and the Bible so that you can invite them to read it in a Discovery Bible study. You can ask, we've been having some great conversations about God. Would you like to get together sometime to read more Bible stories and see what it says for yourself? How long does it take to get there? There's no way to determine how long this will take. Everyone responds differently to God's working in their hearts. But we can track where our conversations are going so that we can be intentional with a tool we call the Conversation Quadrants. This tool was invented and developed by Paul Watson, founder and co-author of Contagious Disciple Making, to help guide our everyday conversations into Discovery Bible studies. Here's how to write it out. First, draw an X and Y axis. Label the top left quadrant casual, the top right meaningful, the bottom right spiritual, and the bottom left discovery. Keep track of your encounters by writing the names of people in the quadrants that coincide with the kinds of conversations you've had. If you had a casual conversation with your barista, write his name in the casual quadrant. If you shared something God did in your life with a friend, put her name in the spiritual quadrant. Then pray that God will help you have another conversation with those same people that will go deeper than the one before. Over time, as you regularly track your conversations and pray for others, you will be able to see how your talks with your unbelieving friends progress as their names travel through the quadrants. Keeping a conversation quadrant log helps us identify our next steps, pray for our lost friends, and invite others to pray for them. So, we don't need to be aggressive in our conversations because it is God's saving power that changes hearts and gives us opportunities. But we shouldn't be passive either, because we have a responsibility to speak up and take advantage of the opportunities God provides. As you use this tool, we hope you see people drawn to God and His Word, one conversation at a time.